Do you have more stories about Loki to go on
Yes.
tonight? Okay.
But I haven't even gone through half my list yet.
Then maybe you can just name a bunch of them and
all right.
how and why they're so great and queer.
So in Crete, there was a woman called Telethusa and her husband Lygdus, sorry, scratchy handwriting. Her husband Lygdus. They had a baby named Iphis, but the thing was that they were so poor that they knew that if they had a daughter, they'd be broke because they'd have to pay a dowry when she grew up. So Lygdus made the hard decision that if they had a baby girl, he'd have to murder it. Because, that's the Greeks' first choice for everything. Murder it.
Was not anymore.
Was.
Yeah,
sorry.
let's be clear.
I'm not saying modern day Greeks are homicidal maniacs, just that ancient Greek culture was very murdering.
Murdering. Yeah.
Sorry.
Murderish. Awesome.
So they had not actually okay. So sex and gender are two different things. They had a baby female. And Telethusa, the mother, got very scared about this because she thought, I don't want to lose my baby. I just don't. So she prayed to Osiris, Anubis, Bastet, and Apis. Even though they're Egyptian gods, but because the Greeks colonized Egypt at one point, so they also got some intermingling of those myths. So that's where that comes from. So she prayed to, as I said, Osiris, Anubis, Bastet, and Apis. Osiris is the god of the dead. He's the king of the realm of death, of the field of reeds, which is the Egyptian good afterlife. Anubis is the god of death. He's the god who makes people die. The god of the dead and the god of death are two different things. Bastet is the goddess of cats, and Apis, as I already said in this, is the god of silence.
So what happens to this baby?
So what happens is that these four gods, they listen to Telethusa's prayers, and okay, not yet. So what they say is that they'll protect this baby as long as it lives. It will have no harm done to it. So, but also Telethusa makes a decision that she isn't going to tell her husband about the sex of the baby. She's going to raise it as a boy, which is what she does. So she raises Iphis as a boy. And when Iphis is like teenager age, he falls in love with a girl named Iantha. And Iphis at this point knows that if he wants to marry Iantha, he'd have to be biologically male, which she isn't. And so Telethusa, again, she's an ally. She prays to the four gods again, and they're like, you know what, man? We're going to give you a free transition. So they make him male. And Iphis is then free to marry Iantha. Oh, wow. So there's just one example of a trans character, an explicitly trans character in Greek mythology, and there are many more.
No surgery required.
No, just prayer.